Okay.
My name is Elizabeth Lederer. I'm an assistant district attorney in New York County. I'd like to ask you some questions about a series of things that happened in Central Park on the night of April 19th of 1989. Before I do that, I'd like to advise you of your rights with respect to statements you may make now, okay? You have the right to remain silent and to refuse to answer any questions. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
Anything that you say can be used against you in court. Do you understand?
Yes, I do.
You have the right to consult a lawyer now before any questioning and have a lawyer present during any questioning. Do you understand? Could you please answer out loud?
Yes.
If you have no lawyer or cannot afford a lawyer will be provided for you now free of charge before any questioning. Do you understand?
Thank you. Yes.
Now that I've advised you of your rights, are you willing to tell me the truth about what happened in Central Park on the night of April 19th of 1989?
Yes.
Okay. Before I go any further, I just want to say it is now 12:35. It is Friday, April 21st of 1989. Present in this room, as I told you, I'm Elizabeth Lederer. I'm an assistant district attorney. Also present is Tim Clemens, who is an assistant district attorney in New York County, and Detective Nugent, who you have already met, I believe. Have you met Detective Nugent before?
Yes, I have.
Okay. When you spoke to Detective Nugent earlier, did you make a statement to him?
About what?
About what happened in Central Park on the night of the 19th? And before the detective took that statement from you, did he advise you of your Miranda rights?
Yes.
Could you please state your full name?
Kory Wise.
What's your last name, please?
Wise.
Wise. Where do you live? And how old are you?
16.
Do you go to school?
Yes, ma'am.
Where do you go to school?
The Bronx Stevenson High School.
And what grade are you in there?
10th.
I'd like to ask you, if you would, to tell us when you went to Central Park on the night of April 19th of 1989.
When?
Do you know what time it was?
No.
Let me ask you before we start. I see you have a soda in front of you. No, that's all right. I just wanted... You asked for a soda a little while ago, and the detective brought you a soda. Are you feeling okay?
Yes.
Okay. Did you go to the park on the night of April 19th?
Yes.
And what were you doing before you went to the park? Do you remember?
Nothing.
Nothing? Where were you doing nothing? Were you at home or hanging out on the street?
Not outside. As usual.
Were you with some friends, or were you by yourself?
I was by myself.
And when you... Did you have a girlfriend with you?
Yes.
Okay, what's your girlfriend's name?
Lisa.
What's Lisa's last name?
I don't know.
Do you know where she lives?
Yes.
Where's that? What were you doing with Lisa before you went to the park?
Nothing. I was in the store.
You were in a store?
No, she went to a chicken store. I was outside.
Did you run into some people then?
I ran to my friend.
One friend?
Yeah, his name was Eddie.
What's Eddie's last name?
I don't know.
How do you know Eddie?
I know Eddie for a long time. We grew up together.
And you don't know his last name?
No.
Do you know where he lives?
Yes.
Where does Eddie live? Did you and Eddie do something then?
No.
Well, you said a minute ago that you ran into Eddie.
Yes.
Okay, what happened after that?
He was talking to me about what I was doing. I said nothing. He asked where I was going. I said nowhere. So I looked over towards my right hand shoulder. There was a bunch of guys going towards Central Park. So
How many guys did you see?
The most I lived with 30.
Okay. Is that a guess, or did you count them?
I guess.
Did you recognize any of the people in that group?
Yes.
Who did you recognize?
I recognize Steve.
When you say Steve, is that Steve Lopez?
Yes.
Do you know Steve Lopez?
Yes.
How long have you known him?
Quite a while.
Would that be a couple of years?
Yeah.
And did you go to school with him?
No.
You know him from the neighborhood?
Yes.
Who else did you recognize?
Fedari.
Who's that?
Fedari.
Is Fedori a man or a woman? A boy or girl?
Male.
He's a male.
Yeah.
Do you know Fedori's last name?
No.
Do you know where he lives?
Yes.
Where does he live? Okay. And who else did you recognize?
Who else? Right, my friend Yusuf.
Yusuf?
Yes.
Do you know Yusuf's last name?
No.
Do you know where he lives?
Yes.
Where does he live? How well do you know Yusuf?
For quite a while.
When you say
Few years.
few years, do you know him because you went to school with him?
No.
Do you know him from the neighborhood?
Yes.
Who else did you recognize?
Kevin.
Is that Kevin Richardson?
Yes. I don't know where we live at.
You don't know where he lives? How well do you know Kevin?
Quite a few years.
And again, do you know him from
The street.
the street? Who else did you see that you knew?
Patrick.
Who's Patrick?
Patrick was a young man who was. I don't know if Floyd lived on.
Do you know Patrick's last name?
No.
Did you see somebody that you know as Steve?
With Steve?
Did you see a guy by the name of Steve there?
Steve, yes.
And do you know Steve's last name?
No.
Where does Steve live? Do you know?
His apartment. I don't know his door. I don't know if Floyd lived on.
Did you see anybody else in that group that you recognized?
A couple of others, but I don't know where they live at.
What were their names? Do you know?
Raymond.
I'm sorry?
Raymond.
Raymond? Do you know Raymond's last name? Is that Raymond Santana?
Yeah. I was known for that the first day.
Okay. Did you see him here in the precinct earlier?
Yes.
Who else did you see? Fernando?
Yeah.
That's not the same person as Fedora. Different person.
Yes.
And do you know?
Hispanic.
Is it Orlando or Fernando?
Orlando.
Orlando. Do you know Orlando's last name?
No.
Do you know where Orlando lives?
I live in Foster. Foster. I live on. I don't know exact place.
And do you also know him from the street?
Yes.
Did you happen to see somebody there by the name of Mike?
Mike?
Do you know anybody by the name of Mike?
That I know of.
Okay. Mike Briscoe, do you know that name? Was there anybody else that you saw?
No, so far I was there.
Did you see anybody by the name of McCrae, Anton McCrae?
McCrae, no.
Do you know somebody by the name of Antron McCrae?
Antoine, yes.
You do know someone named Antron,
Yes.
but you don't know his last name?
No.
Did you see him here today at the 24th precinct?
Yes.
Did you see someone by the name of Lamont?
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 No.
Do you know anybody by the name of Lamont?
No, man.
Was there anybody else?
So far I was about it. That's all I knew. Everybody else was busting the crowd.
Do you know someone by the name of Clarence?
Clarence? No.
Clarence Thomas? Do you know him? You were saying that these people were all part of a group of 30 people,
Yes.
about. Where did you see them?
I saw them on tours. The park, Central Park.
Do
Entrance.
you remember what street you saw them on when you first saw them?
10th Street and 5th Avenue.
And what did you do then?
I went over towards them.
Okay. Did your friend Eddie go with you?
Yes.
Did you speak to anybody when you went over to the group?
Yes.
Who did you speak to?
My friend Yusuf.
What did you say to Yusuf, or what did Yusuf say to you?
I said, what's going on? He said, just going to the park. Just going to the park. Let's just chill. I said, chill. So what's in the park to chill? So Eddie came along, but he ain't stayed too long. He left.
Okay. Let me ask you, when you say, you said that Yusuf said to you, we're going to the park to chill.
Yeah.
What does that mean?
As I'm saying, he's going to the park, just do whatever's there to do.
Did he say anything to you using the word violence?
No.
You don't remember that?
No. Steve said that.
Steve said that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm sorry. Yusuf said they were going to the park to chill.
Yeah.
And did he tell you to come along, or did you say you were coming along?
Yeah, come along.
And what did you say?
So, okay.
When did you have a conversation with Steve?
It's just the day, just the time that he just made up saying that we was going to the park. I told him, and then he said Eddie can't go.
Who said Eddie can't go?
Steve.
Why did Steve say Eddie couldn't go?
So him and Steve got a little, problem with each other.
What kind of problem do they have?
That's it, I have no idea. They don't tell me.
So did Steve say something to Eddie?
They say he can't go.
And what did Eddie say?
He went anyway. And that happened.
Did Steve say anything to you about what was going to happen in the park?
No, he just said, we going to the park for violence. I asked him what kind of violence he's talking about. He said, whatever is there for us to do. He said, well, we get caught by the cops, and nobody get caught with you. Don't tell them who was with you or whatever. Just don't swear on us.
What did you say when he said that?